What is up, people? I am currently on the PBE, so I'll go through all of the items in each tab and then give my opinion, what I think about them. Alright, so starting with the assassin items. So first from the left, the Serpent's Fang didn't change. It's exactly as it was. Umbral Glaive also didn't change. It seems that the ranged champions can also deal 3 damage now. So it's better for ranged champions. Other than that, no changes. Yomu's Godblade, that's the first change. So it gives attack damage and lethality. So only 2 stats. 40 move speed out of combat. And then the active move speed. So this is the old Yomu from 2 seasons ago. Except now it doesn't give any CDR. Yeah, so that's the Yomu. Just 2 stats and the active. So next item, and a new item, Opportunity. Attack damage, lethality and move speed. Builds with Rectrix, which is also a new item, which gives move speed also. The current Yomu mythic is kinda split into this Yomu and this Opportunity. So you get lethality out of combat, but that persists for 3 seconds after entering combat. And it has a new passive of, if a champion dies within 3 seconds of damaging them, you get a burst of movement speed. Let's kill this Soraka. And bang, movement speed goes up. Yeah, so maybe it's useful for chasing like secondary targets after killing the first one or running away. That's how it works. Alright, so that's Opportunity. Next item, Edge of Night. Attack damage, lethality, health. This didn't really change, so that's pretty much the same. Malmortius didn't change. It's pretty much the same also. Kempang didn't change. Manamun didn't change. I'm pretty sure the scaling on this is also the same. 1.5, 3.5, yeah. Pretty sure it's the same as it was. And then a new item, Voltaic Cyclosword. So attack damage, lethality and ability haste. So really the first item for ability haste so far. Alright, but anyway, it works like a static. So you generate charges for moving. And then an attack on a champion will deal 100 bonus damage and slow for 99% for 0.75 seconds. So it's like the current brawler. Bang, there it is. When you're in stealth, the charges generate faster, so if you move in stealth, as you can see, it's pretty fast, so for Kiana it's honestly pretty good. And a dash like this gives you around 20% of this. It's kinda hard to get this twice in a normal combo, but you know, as you can see, it's kinda close. So maybe in an extended trade. It doesn't have any scalings though, so it's just 100 damage, period. That's it, just 100 damage. Yeah, so that's Voltaic Cycloswords. And the next one is also a new item, and it's Hubris. So attack damage, lethality and ability haste. Ego, killing champions creates a statue of yourself. Let's buy this. As you can see, the statue is created here. And what does the item do? Eminence. When a champion that you have damage to within the last 3 seconds dies, gain 10 plus 1 per statue attack damage for 60 seconds. So let's kill the Soraka now. We got 150 AD. And now we go to 172, 162. So I guess we actually gained kinda 12. Or maybe rounded up. So we got 11 in any case, because we already got 1 kill. No, maybe it gives 11 on the first one. Alright, so 11 AD in any case. That's what we got. The buff lasts 1 minute. So if we kill the Soraka again, the statue will get upgraded. And now it's 12. And it's got a different color. So yeah, that's how it works. 60 seconds of a buff of some AD. Yeah, that is the Hubris. I cannot really check this with multiple champions, but I'm pretty sure this will just refresh the buff and give you 13. If another champion died, it wouldn't give you 20. I'm not sure, can only put 1 bot in practice too. Alright, next item, Axiom Arc. So Axiom Mark is pretty much how it was. Attack damage, lethality, ability, haste, 25 as it was. And the thing is, the passive is pretty much nerfed even beyond what it was before the buff on the current patch. So right now it's only 10%. So obviously no one buys Axiom first, but if you did, you only get 15%. If you buy Axiom second, probably after this item, really good item, or else in a second, it will be 21% on the second item. So, you know, if you went like Mana Moon second, then buying this third really gives you pretty bad value. If you bought something like this, you go this third, 26%. I think this will get buffed to be like in line with the life patch, because like this Axiom is kinda... Alright, but my opinions later. Alright, so that's the Axiom. It's a bit nerfed. But it's pretty much the same. Alright, Collector is the same, because a bit more AD from what I see. Cyrilda's Garage got changed, so now it's attack damage, lethality and ability haste. And as you can see, the armor penetration is only 20%, and then it scales up. So if you buy Garage third, which usually you go Garage third, right, ish, or fourth. If you went Garage third, you get 26%. If you go Garage fourth, and all of the previous items is lethality, then you get 28%. So it's still behind life. On 5 items you get 30%, so that's the same as life patch. And it also slows enemies only under 50% HP now. So yeah, gives some lethality though, so there's that. So it's probably better into champions which buy maybe one armor item. Alright. But like into tanks it's probably gonna be worse. Alright. Guardian Angel didn't change. I think it's exactly the same. And now the Profane Hydra. Profane Hydra is the item. Really cool item. And let's take a look. So what does it do? So 60 AD, 18 lethality, 20 ability haste. Very expensive, costs 3,400, so the most expensive item. And this is basically the new Hydra for assassins. So now there are 3 Hydras. This is the assassin Hydra. So the passive is Cleave. On basic attacks there is an AoE. As you can see, the AoE is huge on this one. So like the wave clear. Yeah, the wave clear capacity of this is kinda insane. I think this will get lowered. Alright. It's kinda crazy. Alright. And yeah, and there is Heretical Cleave, which deals physical damage, scales from total AD, and this also has execute damage. Below 30% health, deals more damage even. So this works kinda like the old Hydra. I mean, we'll get to those later, but the cool thing about this Hydra is that you can do some animation cancels with it. So for example, on Kiana, from what I tested, you can cancel the ult animation. So normally it looks like this. If you Hydra after it, you can kinda start walking faster. Right? Maybe. Because this kinda maybe slows you down. This may be faster. If we hit a dummy, maybe let's go here. If we hit a dummy, let's say ult auto, something like this. But ult Hydra auto, something like this. Also Q auto is something like this. Q Hydra auto, something like this. This is pretty cool. You cannot Q Hydra WQ fast though, so the combo on Kiana is still QWQ. Probably Hydra at the end probably, but you know. But there is potential with this item. You can do some cool animation cancels, stuff like that. So yeah, this is super bugged on the PB right now. But anyway, yeah, animation cancels are a thing with this. Wave clear is insane. Yeah, so that's the new Hydra. good stats, very expensive, good wave clear. Alright, and so those are all the assassin items. So let me give my opinion on what I think on all of them. So Funk is the same, Umbral is a bit better for ranged, that's honestly the same. I think it kinda sucks that Yomu doesn't have any CDR. Yeah, I think it kinda sucks that it doesn't have CDR. Maybe they add some CDR to it. This Rectrix is... I don't know how much assassins care about move speed. Also, it doesn't even have this move speed, so you just buy this, then you lose it. The current Yomu is split into those two items. I don't know, this feels like it's a bit lacking to me. It's not bad. 60 AD. It's still alright. But it's gonna be harder to play around your cooldowns with this no CDR. So yeah, but the utility is still good for move speed. Opportunity is similar. I don't know how much you really care about 5% move speed on an assassin. Like, move speed out of combat is definitely good for chasing people, right? For, you know, reaching your targets, target access, but overall move speed all the time, I don't know how valuable that is. We'll see. I think this would be better if this had CDR on it. It would be like a decent damage booster. Right now it's kinda damage booster, kinda utility. Also this 5 lethality, it goes from 5 to 10. You know, something like sudden impact just gives you 9 right from the start, so yeah, I don't know how good that actually is. We'll see. Maybe you buy it because you don't have other options, but I feel like this is not a super good item by itself. This is the same, this is the same, this is the same. Voltaic Cyclosword might be the item you buy because it gives ability haste and some damage. So you might just default into this simply because there isn't much else that's interesting if you compare this to like Axiom. Axiom just doesn't give you much value. So maybe you buy this for extra burst. It doesn't scale though. No scaling, so assassins are not supposed to scale, right? But even then, I don't know. You might buy this because there are no other options. Hubris I think is bad. I think this item is just bad. Yeah, you gain 10 AD on kill, but like the item itself doesn't give you any damage bonus. Right, so the Voltaic Cyclosword gives you 5 less AD, but it gives you this 100 bonus damage, right? This gives you 5 more AD. Doesn't help with like the first kill. Helps you with subsequent kills. And like... So, I feel like the argument for this item is that it gives you the value instantly, right? So like, you don't need to recall or do anything, you get the gold value, but... like instantly on you. Which is like, you know, 13 AD, it's like, let's say 400 gold-ish or something. But for 60 seconds only, also very short. It's not a percentage increase. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if this gave you like gold on kill or something, I don't know. I don't know, maybe some healing on kill, I don't know. I don't know, I feel like this is just kinda bad. Maybe I'm missing something. I think you could buy this because it gives you attack damage, lethality and ability haste, which is really the best set of stats which you can get from this, from Axiom, from Garage and from this Hydra. That's it. Rest of them now give you some, you know, move speed or nothing, or, you know. Right, Umbral also, I guess. Also Umbral. So yeah, so I think Hubris is kinda bad. Axiom Arc, I think will get buffed, because now it's also weaker. But it's not terrible, it still does what it used to do. Collector is the same. Garage I think is... this Garage is actually pretty good. I somewhat like this, don't like the fact that slow is under 50% only. Because it's harder to like kite tanks and slow tanks down. You know. If a Darius is running up to you, you cannot throw a Q to like slow him down or something, so it's kinda harder to deal with tanks with this. It's worse into tanks. It's probably better into like mages, which You know, if Kassadin only bought a Zonya, then this is probably better than the old Hydra. With just the flat lethality. Or like, you know, champions with just one armor item. I think this is better. But overall, yeah, into squishes is better. Alright. And the Hydra is amazing. Hydra is the item. It's actually really good. I think this is the default item. You buy this every single game. You buy this from the start. You just start with this. That's it. This is the item. It's just the Hydra, man. Super meta, I think. You just buy it. Has got good build path. Brutalizer into Tiamat. It's fine. Maybe Kiana Jungle can even buy this. You definitely buy this on Kiana Jungle. It's good for combo, for it's just really good. Look how big the AoE is, kinda crazy. This is nuts, hits this minion by the way. How crazy is that? Alright, so anyway. So that's the new Hydra. And those are all the assassin items. This is really good. This is super good. Expensive but super good. Alright, so next up let's take a look at the mage items. So assassin done, mage now. Alright. So Magi Soul Stealer is the same. Morello is the same, doesn't give magic penetration anymore, and it's much cheaper. 2200, very cheap. Hextech Rocket Belt, AP, HP and ability haste. I am pretty sure this is, yeah, just the same. Doesn't give any magic penetration, it's not a mythic. That's how it is. Roa gives you taking damage. Yeah, this is the same as Catalyst thing. Doesn't give you a level anymore, it gives you the scaling stats. So this is the old Roa from 2 seasons ago. Is back pretty much. You could say a bit cheaper also and a bit less AP. Because totals out at 90 AP. 500 HP, 500 mana. So it's smaller Roa, you could say. Realize Crystal Scepter is 2600, so I think it's cheaper. I'm not sure. 75 AP, 400 health and slow. This might be the same as, I'm not sure about the stats, but rest is the same. Horizon Focus, 90 AP, 20 ability haste, doesn't give HP anymore. Passive is the same. Passive is just the same. Now it reviews for 3 seconds. I think it on live it reviews for 6 seconds, not sure about it. Yeah, I think it's better now. It's cheaper also. It's also cheaper, 2700 only. AP and ability, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool item. Maybe. And then a new item, Malignance. 90 AP, 600 mana, 20 ability haste. Gives you 20 ultimate haste also, so just cooldown reduction on your ability, on your ult. And Hate Fog, damaging a champion with your ultimate ability burns the ground beneath them, dealing 66 magic damage and reducing their magic resist by 9. So hit them with the ult. This pool is created, constantly taking damage inside of it for 3 seconds. 60 plus 6% magic damage every second and reduces their magic resist. Pretty good on champions like Hui or something. This will create multiple pools. Right, because damaging a champion with your ultimate burns the ground. Definitely better on some champions than others. That's how it works. Alright. Alright, next item. Also a new item. Crypt Bloom. 70 AP, 30 magic penetration, 15 ability haste. Life from Death is the name of the active thing. Whenever you get a takedown enemy champion within 3 seconds of damaging them, create a healing nova at their location. Alright, so where is this Soraka? So healing nova looks like this. 50% AP scaling, pretty good scaling. And gives magic penetration also. That's how it works. the Crypt Bloom. Alright. Storm Surge. Another new item. Snowballing. 100 AP, 12 magic penetration, 5 move speed. Storm Rider, 20-second cooldown. Dealing 35% of champions max health within 2.5 seconds, apply Squall to them. Grants 25 move speed for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, so you get a move speed for damaging them, alright. After 2 seconds, strike the target dealing 200. So there is a pretty big scaling on this, 120 base damage to 260, that's quite a lot. Plus 40% AP, pretty big scaling also. If the target dies before the strike, it detonates immediately in a large area and grants 30 gold. So you can even get more gold from this item. Alright, come Soraka. Alright, wait. Storm Surge, right. Bank, alright. So now it was this AoE. Got some extra gold, I guess. And yeah, there it is. The cooldown is really short. Big scaling. That's the Storm Surge. Pretty cool item, alright. And the next item is also a new item. Luden's Companion. So this is kind of the remake of Luden. 90 ability power, 600 mana, 20 ability haste. Kinda shot charge every 3 seconds. Up to 6 maximum. So now we got 6. Yeah. So every 3 seconds there's 1. It goes to 2 and you know it goes like this. And 3. And damaging abilities consume all shot charges to deal an additional 47 magic damage. So 8% AP to the target and 1 additional nearby target per charge. So let's toggle these minions. If I throw a Q, let's say, then he will take a bit more damage and it will bounce into this target, kinda like Luden. If there are insufficient targets in range for each remaining shot, repeat the damage to the primary target, dealing 35% damage. So it's 8% scaling times 6, so 48, and then it can still stack up to be 35% more, so like 60% ish damage on one target, right? 60% AP. That's pretty big scaling also. So as you can see, it's pretty good, honestly. But that's only once every 18 seconds. But you know, it's pretty good. Alright, so anyway, that's the Luden's Companion. That's how it works. Archangel did not change. Pretty sure it's the same. 90-second cooldown, I think that's also the same. So yeah, Seraph, this is the same. Nashor's Tooth now gives 90 AP, 50 attack speed and 15 ability haste. And attacks apply 15 magic damage on hit. Scaling with AP, pretty sure the scaling is also the same. For some reason I cannot, you know, shift doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure it's the same scaling, so also like 15% AP or so. Yeah. So, and then Liandre, so Liandre actually got changed. So now it's 90 ability power, 300 health. No longer a mythic. Alright, dealing damage with abilities causes enemies to burn for 2% max HP magic damage. And for each second in combat with enemy champions, deal 2% more damage up to 6%. This is kind of like Rift Maker thing with this damage, and it's the old Liandre from like 2 seasons ago. Just burns for flats 2%. No scaling on it. That's it, just the burn. So probably better for supports now. And yeah, solid item. Alright. So Cosmic Drive. 80 ability power, 250 health, 25 ability haste, 5% move speed. Damaging enemy champion with ability grants 50 move speed. It's just scaling based on level for 2 seconds. gives a bunch of different stats. 4 different stats. Oh yeah, I didn't buy it. Alright, never mind. So yeah, it gives a bit of move speed. Pretty good for Blood or something. Alright, that's the Cosmic Drive. A Rift Maker, 80 ability power, 350 health, 15 ability haste. For each second in combat with enemy champions, deal 2% bonus damage up to 10% at maximum strength gain Omnivamp. And gives you bonus health as ability power. So to stack this up, you need to be in combat for 5 seconds. But after 5 seconds, you deal 10% more damage. It's very similar to the current Rift Maker. And you add max stacks. Also get Omnivamp. There it is. And bonus health as ability power. Alright, so that's the Rift Maker. Kinda similar and no longer a mythic also. Alright, Void Staff, 80 ability power for the magic penetration, so it's cheaper. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper. A bit. No, all of those items are pretty much cheaper. And you know, other than that is the same. Banshee's Veil gives a lot of AP now. 120 ability power, 50 magic resist. And the shield, so this is the same as life. The Verdant Barrier also changed. So you can actually get the Banshee shield right now on this item. But it's 60-second cooldown. But it's just like the Banshee. So now Banshee is just an upgrade for more AP. You could just buy this, like, you know, pretty defensive. Yeah. Alright, so that's the Banshee. Leechbane didn't change, pretty much, it's pretty much the same. Now it gives some attack speed, while the bonus is available. So this attack comes out faster when you have Leechbane. That's just quality of life, I think. But it's pretty cool. Alright. Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame did change. So ability power and magic penetration. No CDR on it, no HP on it. Magic and true damage critically strikes enemies below 35% health, dealing 20% increased damage. So yeah. Below 35% health, you can now crit with AP damage. So as you can see from the W, crits for 165. The magic damage. Normally it's 137. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's the new Shadow Flame. How much damage that actually is, I don't know if it's that much, but the stat line and everything is pretty good for damage. Alright, that's the Shadow Flame. Zonia, ability power, armor, that's it, no CDR. And stasis. Just like it was, not much changed. The Seeker's arm guard changed though, so you can now get the... There's no more stopwatch. You can get the arm guard. If you use it, then it shatters. So that's the new stopwatch. I think. There it is. And Rabadon didn't change. Now it gives 35% AP again. Like it used to a long time ago. No more 140. Alright, so my opinion on all this real quick. So all of this didn't really change. Horizon Focus didn't really change. It's pretty good. Some of those items lost like CDR, right? Alright, maybe. Malignance is good on some champions, maybe on Hui or something. Maybe on some champions which have short cooldowns on their ult can make better use of this. Maybe for supports to reduce resist. It's pretty good, I don't know. It's something. Crypt Bloom, I don't know, maybe for supports also. Maybe it's an option instead of the Void stuff, right? You can get this for magic penetration. It has some uses probably, I don't know, kinda weird. Storm Surge I think is really good. This is like super good. 35% of a champion's max health. Applies Squall and then gives you move speed, so it's kinda like Z ult thing. with execute. Big scaling, 40% is really good for an item like this. Really good like base damage. Like this has 120 base damage on level 1, right? This is 100 base damage, you know, permanently. So just just the scaling difference in those items, right? It's really good. I think, I don't know, testing is needed. I think this is really good. Luden's Companion also seems really good. You know, this one gives ability haste and mana. So for those ranged casters, this is probably the item. This is maybe for some LeBlanc, like burst mages. Syndra maybe, something like that. Move speed also pretty good on Syndra. Might struggle with mana if you buy this, but yeah, I don't know. It's pretty. I think this is pretty good. It's also pretty good. This has a use probably. This didn't change. Leandre is pretty good. Much better on like supports now and stuff like that. As the only magic item. Cosmic Drive is different. It's probably better though than it was with the more stats and stuff. Rift Maker, I don't know, some champions, maybe some Mordekaiser can make use of this. It's not like crazy good, I don't think. The champions which use the Rift Maker might use this. I don't know. Nothing that crazy, it's the same. I think this is pretty good, maybe. If you need to play super def, you're getting one shot by some mages. Then you're a mage yourself. You can probably buy this and just hack the turrets, right? And scale. Maybe, I don't know, it's pretty good. Lichbane didn't change, Shadow Flame. This Shadow Flame, I think this passive is actually not that good. 20% increased damage below 35. Pretty good execute. It won't give you like that much damage total, I don't think. And also, as you saw before, you know, if I hit this dummy, like he went below 35, but this damage didn't crit, right? So like, you know, now he went to like 1% and it still didn't crit. So you need to, so the damage that gets them under 35 doesn't crit, right? So only damage that happens below 35 crits. So I think this Shadow Flame is actually not that good. The stat line is really good for damage though. LeBlanc or something like this, you know, those burst mages, for sure. Zonia is the same. This is maybe kind of broken. It's everything in a package. More expensive but cheaper overall than getting Armguard and the watch, right? And then Rabadon is the same, just a stat thing. Good scaling. So overall, I think those mage items are really good, very exciting, and there's a lot of new things happening. I think this is really cool. A lot of variety, a lot of like interesting gimmicks. Like this thing. AoE shreds magic rays. It's pretty cool. Alright, I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so those are the magic items. Let's take a look at the fighter items now. So the Bruisers. So Iceborne Gauntlet, no longer a mythic as everything in here. Health, armor, ability haste, I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm not sure really, I think it's the same. Those are the exact stats, pretty sure it's the same. Wit's End now gives tenacity. That's the difference. Eclipse, attack damage, ability haste, nothing else actually. No lethality on this. And the shield. So for Bruisers, maybe this is pretty good for dueling, right? Maybe it seems kinda weak. 70 AD is a lot though. Attack damage and ability haste, maybe for Riven or something. Alright, that's the new Eclipse in any case. Malmortius did not change. It's the same. We looked at it, actually it doesn't change. Alright, Deadman's Plate is the same, except now it reduces slows also. So just like the Boots of Swiftness, 25%, so you get 25% from this. I don't know if this stacks, but if you buy this, you buy the boots and then you get the rune, you have like 60% or 70% slow resist, so pretty good on Garen or something, definitely. Alright, Terminus. Terminus, a new item. Could look at this in the AD carry tab, but alright. So in any case, it's probably more of an AD carry item. Attack damage and attack speed. Pretty expensive, 3000. 30 magic damage on hit. And the way it works is alternate between light and dark on hit effects. Light attack grants 4 armor and magic resist up to 20 after 5 attacks. Dark attacks grant 6 armor penetration, magic penetration, so up to 30% physical and magic penetration. So let's just take a look. First attack grants armor and magic resist. Second attack grants penetrations. Armor and magic resist and penetrations. So to get the full value you need 10 attacks. Right. Maybe Kog'Maw can buy this or something. It's honestly pretty big. 20 resists, 30% penetrations. Not bad. And when it decays completely. It doesn't decay like by 1 stack. So yeah, so that's the Terminus. Next one, Experimental Hexblade. Attack damage, attack speed, health. 30 haste for your ultimate. So it's kinda crazy that fighters get this ability haste for ultimate. Mages get ability haste for ultimates. But assassins are stuck with Axiom, which is nerfed. Alright, whatever. A little bit. If Axiom just gave you ultimate haste, I think it would be better. Alright, just saying. After casting your ultimate, gain 35 attack speed and 15% bonus move speed for 8 seconds. So who would buy this? I don't know. Give some move speed, give some attack speed. Maybe like Fiora or something, right? Xante maybe? I don't know. Dueling, it's not a bad item for sure. Probably has some uses, I don't know what champs, but something could buy this. Definitely. Alright, Hullbreaker. 65 AD, 350 health, 5 move speed. Every 5th basic attack against champions and epic monsters deals 140 additional damage, so every 5th attack, you know, into hit 5 times, next one, bang, 600 damage. You can stack this upon minions, so you can just hit minions. It will not expand the stack, expand the stack, and then you bang, hit the champion for big damage. Yeah, this should deal damage to turrets, right? Yo, bang, there it is. So you can damage turrets with it, stack it up, and then hit the champions. That's the new Hullbreaker. And you give nearby minions bonus armor and magic resist. So that's how it works. Alright, Black Cleaver. 55 attack damage, 400 health, 20 ability haste. Doing physical damage applies a stack of 4% armor reduction, so now it's 4, it used to be 6. So Cleaver gives you less. So this Terminus is like the old Cleaver, but it stacks slower. It goes up to 30%, where Cleaver is only 24 max now. And attacking gives you 20 move speed. It used to be that you get 6 move speed per stack, right? So now it's just 20 after an attack, that's it. Yeah. So Cleaver is weaker, you could say, but all of those armor shading effects are weaker. Garage is also nerfed, so that's how it is all across the board. Alright. Styrax gauge health and tenacity now. Bonus attack damage based on base, so that's the same. And shield is the same, pretty sure. It also gives size now. And 0% tenacity. Maybe it gives tenacity based on tenacity that you have or something. Also, not sure. That's the new Styrax though. Also reverted to what it was like 2 seasons ago or so. Stride Breaker. Attack damage, attack speed, health. Think physical damage grants 20 move speed for 2 seconds. On activation, slow nearby enemies. This is pretty much the same what it was. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure. Grants 20 move speed. It feels like a lot of move speed. No, 30% bonus move speed per champion hit. Oh, I see. Can move while casting, alright. I am not 100% sure how Stridebreaker works, gonna be honest. But that's how it is right now. So you get move speed when you hit the champion. I don't know if this is a thing. I actually don't know. But that's how it is right now. And the next item, Spear of Shojin. 55 attack damage, 300 health, 20 ability haste. Non-ultimate spells gain 15 ability haste, so it's simplified. It just works on all spells. And spell hits grant stacks up to 4. Your spells deal 3% increased damage for each stack, so you get more spell damage. You get a lot of ability haste, you get spell damage. So something like Riven probably likes this a lot. You need to hit the abilities and then your abilities deal more damage, right? So now I got 12% damage on this. And the stacks, I don't know, like 5 seconds or so. Yeah, the stack duration is pretty low. So yeah, that's the Spear of Shojin. Now it's more damage oriented. And the ability damage oriented also. Alright. New item, Sundered Sky. Builds with a new item also, Tunneler. Think. 55 attack damage, 300 health, 15 ability haste. And the first basic attack against a champion crits for 150% damage. And heals for some base AD, scaling and missing health. Healing excess is granted as temporary bonus health. So this is like Jarvan passive. The first hit just crits, so it's, you know, it's not broken on tanks because it scales with basic. With your attack damage. First attack crits and heals you. So I can see this being pretty good on champions which want to attack multiple targets, maybe on like Viego or something. You know, you can hit a target, you can heal with it. The fight extends. You can hit another target to get a healing also. Alright, that's the item. That's how it works. Kinda like Jarvan passive. There it is. Sundered Sky. Botrk of Blade of the Ruined King. 40 AD, attack speed, lifesteal, the same. Miss Edge, I think it's exactly the same. And Glowing Shadows. First basic attack against a champion slows them by 30%. So now it's the first attack, you don't need to attack 3 times. It's just a slow, no damage, that's it. First attack slows. 15-second cooldown. It's kinda weird. It's you know, the slow weapon is stronger, I don't know. So that's how it works. Slow on the first one. Next item, Death's Dance. AD ability case armor the same. 30% of damage is taken as a dot instead, the same. Alright, GA, the same. And now the 2 Hydras, so... The Ravenous Hydra. This is the old Hydra from like 2 seasons ago. Yet again, reverting back. Let's spawn some minions. So AoE is like this, which is like a normal sized. It seems small in comparison to, you know, this is the normal Hydra. Like it reaches like here. Now let's get the Hydra for assassins. And it reaches like here. So alright, so compared to this Hydra, this is like a baby Hydra. It works exactly the same. You can use this for this AoE, kinda in front of you. You know, auto Hydra is a thing again. So back to the old times. No stacking. No stacking AD on killing minions, stuff like that. And you know, 70 AD, 20 ability haste, 10 lifesteal. So it's lifesteal. And yeah, and Cleave will benefit from lifesteal, so you can do the Cleave to heal off of minions. That's the one Hydra, and Titanic Hydra is also back to where it was 2 seasons ago. So goes through the target, and you can use it to get this attack reset thing. So double hits are a thing again. Attack damage, health, scales with HP. This is exactly how it was with the old Hydra. with a cool new animation. Pretty cool, honestly. So there it is. And Triforce, last item, 45 AD, 33 attack speed, 300 health, 20 ability haste, 200% base damage, the same, it's pretty much the same. Attacking a unit grants 20 move speed, very similar, 3333 cost. There it is, just very similar, not much difference really. So that's the Triforce, alright. And so yeah, those are all the items. So what I think about them, I mean, those didn't really change that much. I don't know, this Eclipse, this is very champion specific, it's not bad, it probably has a use. 6-second cooldown on this, so it's pretty much the same as it is on live. Terminus I think can be hard to stack though. Oh, you cannot buy Terminus and Cleaver, by the way, you can only buy one. So there it is. Hard to stack, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe some Kog'Maws like this. This is maybe pretty good on some champions like Fiora or something, I don't know, with ults, attack speed. Hull Breaker is pretty good for dueling, for damage. It's like solid damage, honestly. Solid split pushing. Yeah, Cleaver is weaker, you could say. Stera gives tenacity. This is, I think this is the same. This is pretty good on Riven. Some champions are really good with this. Probably Riven, stuff like that. Sunder Sky. First basic attack crits 150%. I think this is pretty good. Maybe on Viego, maybe on champions like that. Get some healing, maybe some shield. Deal a bit more burst damage. Crits for 150%. Maybe you can buy this on like a Rengar or something. Right, because it crits. So maybe you can, you know, use Q on Rengar and then this gives you a guaranteed crit on the first hit. Maybe. Right? Maybe you can buy this with champions which amplify their attacks and get a guaranteed crit of the crit damage. Like Misfortune Q maybe crits with this or something. You know, something like that. Who knows? I don't know. Just speculations. I think this is a bit of a sleeper item. It's definitely good on some champions. It's all the same. Hydras are back. Old Hydras, pretty good. And Triforce is what it was, pretty much. Alright, so that is it. Alright, let's reset the game because it's gonna end soon. Alright, so Marksman items. Runan's Hurricane is the same. Didn't change. PD didn't change. It's the same. 10 move speed now though. 10 move speed base, alright. And doesn't give attack speed on max stacks. 5 stacks now. 10 move speed is a lot though. Pretty cool, maybe for Zeri or something. Alright, Wit's End, we already talked this, we saw this. Alright, Guinsoo. Attack damage, ability power, attack speed, 30 magic damage on hit. And the passive is the same, so attack speed on hit up to a maximum of 32, and then fully stacked gives you double on hits. Collector, not much changed. It's just the same. Kraken Slayer is different though, so let's take a look. 40 attack damage, 35 attack speed, 20 critical strike chance. Every third attack deals between, you know, this much damage, 65 base, 60% AP, to 130 base to 120% AP, by the way. So pretty good scaling for those hybrids, those Kog'Maws and stuff, I guess. And based on target's missing health. So now it's an execute. So now you don't kill Krakens with it, now you just execute. So it's not really a Kraken Slayer, now it's just execute Slayer. Now it's everything Slayer, kind of. Probably better not for tanks, because it's just base damage, but... it's based on missing health, right? So not really a Kraken Slayer, but that's how it is right now. Alright, Static Sheath. Energized attack fires just the same as it is, literally the same. Rapid Fire Cannon is the same also. Essence River is the same. Shield Bow is the same, doesn't give attack speed anymore on the trigger of the shield. Mercurial Scimitar is also the same. This is the same. Dominic is the same. 30 armor penetration, so this wasn't touched. Now it gives you only 15% bonus damage. It used to give 22, I think at 2500. So maybe this damage bonus is slightly nerfed, you could say. per 1 point of HP, maybe you get a little bit less of this damage, but it's also cheaper. So there it is. Terminus we already looked at, so that's the cleaver for ADCs, you could say. Yeah, you can only buy one, you cannot buy two of those, so either Terminus or Dominic or cleaver. You need to choose. Stormrazor is pretty sure exactly the same as it is on live. This we looked at, this we looked at. Infinity is also the same. Crit chance and crit damage. Quick blades are the same. And BT is the same also. So there it is. Not really much changes. What I think about this, PD move speed is pretty interesting. This all didn't change pretty much. None of this is mythics, obviously. Kraken I think is cracked for Viego. For Viego this is really good. Gives him execute. Super good. I don't know if AD carries like this, but like maybe Mastery even plays this. This is a lot of damage though. Between 100 and 200. Not really Kraken Slayer, just Slayer of everything. Executes. Executioner. Kraken Executioner. This is very interesting. Yeah, I really like this. On like Viego or something. AD carries probably also like this. For dueling, not really for tanks. Seems like a really good damage item for early game and in general. Pretty good scaling based on everything. This is just really good. I don't know. This kinda cracked. This Kraken. Rest of it is the same. Pretty much all of this is the same. Terminus, who knows who's gonna use this? Kog'Maw maybe. Maybe this is really good and I'm not seeing it, but you know, on those on-hit AD carries probably like this. Definitely they want this over Dominic, right? They get tankier also, Gvarus or something. This could be kinda hard to kill late game with this bonus resist, who knows? Alright. So Terminus is probably pretty good. And yeah. Yeah, rest of this is the same. Like, not that much changed in all this. So that's the Marksman or AD carry items. And yeah, so we got all of those done. Let's take a look at the tank items, because there are also some changes here. So Zeke is new. 200 health, 250 mana, 30 armor, 20 ability haste. And casting your ultimate summons a storm around you for 5 seconds, doing 50 magic damage, no scaling per second, and slows. So we cast the ult and we get something like this. Honestly, it's pretty good. Also slows, like a Rel or something, probably like this. Alistar, right? It's pretty good. Probably for supports, not really for tanks, but or tank supports. There it is. Knight's Vow is the same from what it was. Pretty sure it's the same. Not much change about this. This is all very cheap. Locket is the same. I don't know about the exact stats, is the same. Active is the same in any case. Frozen Heart is the same. Blocks, slows down attack speed and reduces damage. Just like it is. This is the same. Winter's Approach. Fimbul Winter, pretty sure it's also the same. So it just gives you a shield. So Abyssal Mask reduces magic resist and gives you resist. I'm pretty sure it's also the same. Trailblazer is a new item. So health, armor and move speed. While moving a 20 bonus move speed at max speed, create a trail that speeds up allies, and your next attack discharges the move speed and slows. So let's walk for a little bit. And bang, we got the Trailblazer. It sparkles. It sparkles. And the first attack, bang. No more trail and it slows. It really charges up quite quickly though, look at this. You can just kinda perma-slow this, maybe. 50% for 1 second, pretty powerful slow. So this is really a support item, not really a tank item, pretty good. Alright. Next one, Anathema's Chains. Health and ability haste. I don't know if it gives ability haste now, but now it does. And the rest of it is the same. Gauntlet we already looked at. Torn Mail. Struck by an attack, deal magic damage, and Grievous Wounds is the same. Randuin's Omen is changed, so health and armor. Reduce incoming attacks damage, so the same as Frozen Heart. You can buy both, by the way. Oh, that's kinda crazy. Rock Solid. Rock Solid. So I think this actually doesn't stack, right? Because rock solid, rock solid. Probably the armor just reduces it. So I guess this doesn't stack. Makes sense, because it's kinda bonkers when you think about it. Alright, so it doesn't stack. It's the same name, so it shouldn't stack. Rock solid and rock solid. But so you pick one, right? Pretty much. You can buy both, but you cannot get the benefit wise from this. I guess so. And it still reduces crit damage. I don't know if it's 30%. And the slow active thing is still there. So there it is. Sunfire is the same. Damage increases for over 5 seconds. Is it the same as on life? I actually don't know. But health and armor, taking damage or dealing damage because you to be dealing magic damage. So that's just the same. And you know, the damage increases. 20, 25, 27, 29, 31. So you can get 1.5 times the normal damage. So it can increase by 50% over 5 seconds. Because 10% for each stack. You know, so it stacks at 19. Then over 5 seconds goes to, you know, 31 or something. That's a Sunfire. Alright. Alright, the next item, Unending Despair. So this is a new item, 400 health, 55 armor, 10 ability haste. Every 7 seconds while in combat with champions, deal 26 damage to nearby enemy champions. Hitting for 25, you know, 2.5 times the damage does. So enter combat for 7 seconds. And bang. Range is like roughly. Oh yeah, it reaches this one but doesn't reach this one. This is the range of this. And heals you pretty good, maybe on Swain or something. 7 seconds is kinda long time, but even for a tank I feel like it's pretty long, but solid. AoE damage around you and healing. Maybe it's solid, maybe it's solid. Alright, Force of Nature is the same. Gives move speed on max stacks. No, right now it doesn't give any resist per stack though. Look at this. Veigar hits me. Yeah, he just hit me with Q, I got 1 stack. No, 95. It's me again, Veigar. Yeah, 95 magic resist, there it is. So stacks don't give you resist. You only get this bonus resist on max stacks. And how long do they decay? Seems like 5 seconds-ish. So you only get the resist on max stacks now. Interesting, but it's 70. So in total this item gives you 125 magic resist, bro. What is that even? Alright. And more move speed. So interesting changes. Yeah, the bonus kinda goes kinda slow. You need to take damage 8 times for that. Alright. But that's how it is. 600 health, 40 magic resist, base health regen, hollow radiance, new item. Ramping damage. So this is the Sunfire for mages. You know, you can buy only one. This is the Sunfire with resist, pretty much. So taking or dealing damage causes you to start dealing damage per second. For 3 seconds taking or dealing damage refreshes the duration. So this doesn't ramp up in the damage. And also secondary passive, killing an enemy deals 41 magic damage in an area. Let's see how much that actually is. Kill the minion. And you get an AoE like this. Kinda like Hydra. Yeah, they die and die in an AoE. It's pretty cool, so it, you know, gives you solid wave clear. So now if you're a tank, you just go Sunfire, Magic Sunfire or Armor Sunfire. There are 2 Sunfires in any case. Pick and choose, I guess. That's it, there it is. Alright. Spirit Visage is the same. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. Kianik Rukern. Alright, new item. 400 health, 80 magic resist, 80. Pretty high, 80. 150 base health regen. After not taking magic damage for 12 seconds, gain a magic shield. So this is Galio passive. Yeah, that's just Galio passive. Against full AP teams, maybe. Against poke comps, maybe. 12 seconds is pretty long, but 20% max HP scaling also is pretty big. Yeah, there it is. Kianik Rukern, the Galio passive. Kinda on crack for 20% max HP. So if Sion buys this, if he's got 10k HP, then it's 2000 magic damage shield, right? Maybe. who knows? It's pretty good. It's honestly pretty good into mages. Alright, next item, Deadman's Plate. So we actually looked at this already. Slow resist, hard steel is pretty much the same. So while being next to a champion, you stack this hard steel, then bank, and you steal some HP also. So there it is. Scales with HP, 5% HP. I don't know how much it is right now, to be honest. And it also gives you size based on max HP. So if I bought some HP, one big Kiana, alright. There it is. And the next one, Warmog, is the same. Exactly the same. Jackshaw, I think it's also the same. After 5 seconds you get more armor and magic resist. Right. And there's the Hydra, which we looked at already. It's the same as it was 2 seasons ago. So what I think about this, Zeke is interesting, but it's more for supports though, probably. Probably just for supports. It's the same, Frozen is the same. All the same. Trailblazer also for some supports is pretty good. This didn't really change. Randuin is much better now, because it's, you know, you can buy as an anti-attack, anti-crit. This is just really good into AD carries. Reduce the attacks and reduce crit damage, and you get the slow. So this is kind of like the old Randuin from like 3 seasons ago, I think it was. Unending Despair. Seems like the damage is kind of low. It scales with bonus HP though, but then you get healing based on that. In teamfights maybe it's good. 7 seconds is kind of long time though. For tanks, you're probably not gonna get this more than twice in a fight. Yeah, I don't know. It can be good. I don't think it's overpowered. I don't think it's OP. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe it's actually kind of OP. I don't know. Depending, if you get a bunch of HP, goes to 80 damage. And then you heal for, you know, potentially like 200-ish. I don't know. So really like 100 per champion every 7 seconds. So it's like 100 HP per second, if you think about it, maybe. Or like a 50 HP per second. Maybe it's actually pretty good when you think about it like that. Yeah, I think this is good. I don't know if it's like OP. Force of Nature, you need full stacks to get the benefit. It's solid. I think it's pretty good. Maybe it's healthier design, maybe. 70 magic resist, a lot though. Max stacks and move speed. There it is. I think tanks don't really care about this. They just buy it for the resist, whatever, right? It's not that important. They don't get the resist instantly. Mages buy Leandre, you just get this. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. This is obviously good. The second Sunfire. Yeah, I don't really know why, but now you can get Sunfire in every single game. You just get Sunfire. Either it's this one or it's this one. This one deals a bit more damage, it seems. And it also ramps up the damage, where this gives you like wave clear on death of minions. Alright, so I think it's pretty good. This into a full AP comps or something like this is really good. I don't know, into poke comps maybe, it's pretty good. 12 seconds. In lane, 12 seconds is kinda long to get this shield, but you can play around it, right? Probably. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. Right, Deadman's Plate, oh, pretty good with the slow. Heartsteel is still solid for the damage. Not a mythic anymore, so you're probably gonna see it less because of that. Overall, you still want to probably rush it to get the, you know, get the benefit. It's pretty good. This didn't change, this didn't change, this didn't change. Hydra is pretty good. It's pretty good. They're pretty good, those items for tanks. Alright, so that's it for the tank items. And let's take a look at the support items last. So on supports, now you start with this thing, World Atlas. There's just one starting item and it's this. And then once you finish the quest, which is to damage champions with abilities or buildings. Abilities and attacks against champion or buildings grant 30 gold. Killing lane minions by any means grants you 20 gold and the nearest allied champion kill gold. So it's like a runic shield paired with this Spellthief's Edge. I don't even know if this is in the game, it's probably not. Actually it's not, I'm pretty sure. But it's the combined support quest. Then it upgrades to this, then it upgrades to this. And then you can choose one of the 5 upgrades. So the first one, you know, gives you some HP, gives you passive gold per 10 seconds, so it's kinda back to what it used to be. a long time ago that you get passive gold from this. And Become Blessed to reduce incoming champion damage by 40%, lingering for 2 seconds after taking damage from a champion. When shield breaks, unleash a shockwave that slows, and this refreshes after not taking damage for 15 seconds. And you can place words with it also. So you get, so this is kinda like Crown of the Shattered Queen, right? I think, but only for 2 seconds. Maybe it's good on some engage assassin, you know, on some engage supports, maybe on some mages, but probably mage supports probably want to buy something else. So probably on engagers, it's pretty good. It's 40 damage for melee, 25 for ranged, yeah. So there it is, like a mini Alistar ult, you could say, for engage. Maybe for Leona, I don't know. Maybe Pyke could buy this to not get one shot right. Maybe it's pretty good for Pyke. Something like this. Alright. Salty Slay. Also health. They actually all give the same base stats, alright, so health and all this stuff. Alright. So what unique does this one give? Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion restores 120 health and grants 90 move speed for 4 seconds to you and nearby ally with lowest health. So you apply a slow, there's 20-second cooldown, or immobilize. You heal a little bit, you gain some move speed, and your ally also gets this. It's pretty good, a defensive thing, maybe for Soraka, maybe for, you know, like peel supports, pretty cool. Alright. Bloodsong, Spellblade. After using an ability, next attack is enhanced with additional 100 damage on hit, 150 base. Alright, so it's actually pretty good scaling. If the target is a champion, apply expose weakness, increasing the damage they take by 12% for 6 seconds. That's actually a lot when you think about this. That gives a lot of damage. That's like a mini Triforce, and then on top of that you get like, you can increase the damage, expose weakness. It's pretty good. And the cooldown is 1.5 seconds and the duration is 6 seconds of this debuff, so it's pretty good. Mini Triforce, pretty good. Alright, next one, Dream Maker. Gain a bubble, blue Dream Bubble and purple Dream Bubble every 8 seconds, healing and shielding another ally, blows both Dream Bubbles to them and empowers them for 3 seconds. Healing and shielding, so I need to heal and shield. Blue Bubble reduces 140 incoming damage on the next hit, and purple bubble grants 90 bonus magic damage on the next hit. So you reduce damage and then you grant magic damage, so it's like defensive and offensive. It's kind of better than a shield because it just reduces damage. I don't know if this is just from the basic attack damage or if it's any damage. It's not really clear, but offense and defense in one. Interesting, kind of gimmicky. Maybe you can progress with the AR. You know, that you get the heal from normal heal and the AR gives a shield. And this procs. This is interesting, seems a bit gimmicky. Maybe it's pretty good. You can play around it by hitting with some weak attack probably. Alright, that's how it works. Alright, in any case. Next one, Zag's Realm Spike. Dealing ability damage to champion causes an explosion at the location that damages the target nearby enemies, dealing 50 plus 3% max health, magic damage capped at 300 against monsters. So dealing ability damage, because it's an explosion, you deal some max HP. Don't know how big it is because I can't buy those items. There it is, it's just 50 damage, doesn't scale with anything. And it's some max HP damage. Pretty good probably. 9 to 6 second cooldown, so it scales down with level also. Could be solid on some poke supports. Alright, so let's take a look at the items. So Zeke we already saw, it's pretty good. Morello, Shurley is the same, gives move speed. Gives move speed by itself. I don't know, I don't think it was a thing. But there it is, and the active is move speed. There is Shurley, the same. Alright, Echoes of Hylia is the same. The same as it is on live. Moonstone Renewer is also the same. Nightfall is the same. This is the same. We looked at this already. Gives a shield. This we looked already. Imperial Mandate. Slowing or immobilizing an enemy champion Marksman for 5 seconds. Allied champions detonate the mark. Dealing 12% of current health. And granting you both 25% move speed. Alright, so now it's kind of like Kalista W. That is current percent health. It's gonna kinda shred though, honestly. Slowing or immobilizing now, so it's not ability damage, but it needs to be a slower immobilization. 12% current HP damage is pretty good though. So if you engage with this, you know, let's say you play Zyra, you hit an E with this. 9 seconds cooldown per champion. So if you hit an ult on Zyra on 3 targets, and then someone ally champion damage, someone else damages them, then they all take 12% current health. I think this is pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. For like engage supports, maybe Nico support like this, maybe. This could be really good damage actually. I think it's actually above to what it was in terms of damage. We'll see. Alright. Ardent Sensor. 50 ability, heal shield power, move speed. So it is pretty much what it was, what it is right now. Right, this didn't really change much. There is Ardent Sensor. Staff of Flowing Water. For the ability power, heal and shield power, base mana regen, ability haste, healing or shielding an ally grants you both 30 ability power and 10 move speed for 4 seconds. I don't know if this is... I don't know how this item works on life. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, support mates. I don't know. Healing or shielding gives you both 30 ability power and 10 move speed for 4 seconds. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's the same. It might be the same. Alright. Redemption. 200 health, 15 ability haste, mana regen, heal and shield power. It's the same. This is the same. It's just the same. Mikael's Blessing heals and removes crowd control is the same. Vigilant Ward Stone you can buy after completing support quest. Oh yeah, so you need to get to the 2nd tier. No, you need to get to the 3rd tier and then you can buy the ward thing. Oh, but because this is for control words. Alright, I'm just dumb. I'm sorry. So this is still an item. This is all life, right? I'm sorry. So this is for control words. You can put more stealth words also. I'm pretty sure this was nothing. So now you can put one more stealth word and one more control word with this. I'm pretty sure it only increases control words. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Alright. But that's pretty good though. So normal word stone is within the item and this is for pink words. Alright. Abyssal Mask we already looked at. Trailblazers is pretty good. And there's a new item called Downcore. 4 ability power, 20 ability haste. Gain 3% health shield power and 5 ability power per 100 base mana regen. So most of those items give mana regen, right? Then you can convert that into AP and heal and shield power. And gives you summoner's spell haste for exhaust and stuff. It's not that much though. Let's say you buy this and this and this and then this. You gain 28 ability power. Yeah, honestly, it's not much. Not much ability power. Not much heal and shield also. Heal and shield 16%. That's something actually, that's something. It kind of scales with each other on shields. Alright, maybe it's pretty good. Alright, and Torment is how it was. So what I think about all this? All those quests are pretty good. This, we don't know the radius, pretty good. This is like a Triforce, is pretty good. It's honestly pretty good. It's like Bruiser supports maybe. Like this. It's pretty good. Setup damage for Malette is pretty good. This is the healing and move speed. This is very defensive. 90 move speed for 4 seconds by the way. Slowing or immobilizing enemy champion. 90 move speed for 4 seconds is a lot. Let me tell you that much. 20-second cooldown though. It's solid. It's solid. Depends how quickly you can like stack this item to max rank, but it's pretty good. Alright, next one. This bubble thing. You need to heal and shield allies. So good for melee. I don't know. It's kinda weird. Reduces incoming damage. Not sure how this works. And grants 90 bonus magic damage on hit. 8-second cooldown only, by the way. So this is only 8 seconds. So you can definitely get more value out of this in a longer fight, you know, than this. This is 1.5, this is just a spell blade. This is also a bunch of value. This one is 8 seconds on this poke thing. Explosion. And this is 15 seconds. A defensive option. I feel like this is not gonna be very popular. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's not gonna be. It's only 2 seconds. Yeah, probably not. Alright. Morello, this is all we know. This is the same, pretty good. This is the same. This is all same, it's all good. Just like it was. Imperial Mandate I think is really good. With this current health. If you have engaged support that deals magic damage, you know, that the next hit from the ally is gonna be a lot of extra damage. This is really good. I think this is actually really good. Ardent Sensor is nothing crazy. It is what it is. It's solid. Still on Lulu or something into Kog'Maw. It's pretty good. All of this is kinda like it was, right? It's pretty good. This, I think this is also good. This Trailblazer has its use. Also maybe a Lister. 20 bonus move speed. No, how much move speed? 417? 400? I don't understand. 417, and now I hit him. No, so it's like 40 move speed-ish. You know, 40 move speed is solid. It's kind of like Moby Boots. Then you get the slow. And your allies, you can speed up your allies with it. So for disengaging or engaging, it's pretty good. I think this is good. Some ally stars or something like this is good. And down core, Summoner Spell Haste. I don't think this is that valuable. Maybe it's alright for spell shield, for some AP, some spell shield power. I think this is nothing crazy. Alright, scaling on the support. Yeah, it is. Pretty expensive, 2700 though. Maybe I'm overlooking this. Maybe it's actually pretty good. This is the most expensive item. Alright. Alright, and that's it. That's it. Those are all the items. That was pretty long. Leave a like if you still remained till the end. Super long video. I hope you learned something from it. Thank you for watching. I'm ThankQ, streaming daily on Twitch. Check out the stream if you're interested. Grinding Kiana to be the best Kiana West. Thank you so much for watching. I will definitely make a comparison of all of those items for assassins on the new patch to see which items are the best damage. So that video is definitely coming, but that's on like the live patch. For this video, that's it. Thank you for watching and see you later. Bye bye.